Now in this video, we're going to show you how to make this darling pattern called Bear Hugs. And he's hugging these hearts, perfect for Valentine's or just for a gift, just to say I love you. And I hope this video helps you. This pattern takes a little more sewing because it has more pieces, but it's no harder. Very simple little pattern to do. You're going to Xerox your pieces. The body of the bear is done in 2 pieces and taped together, sewn as one. And then you're going to place these on top of 2 pieces of fabric that are right sized together, thin polyester bonded batting. And the ears were done with a pink and a brown. The rest is brown, and the heart is a Valentine fabric or any fabric you want. Then you're going to sew on the outside solid line, cut on the outside dash line. The face is done all the way around, so we're going to cut a little area right here for turning, and when it's completed, it will go down on this part of the head or the body that will cover it. This part is a little higher to support the head, and then the opening will be between those 2 pieces, so that won't show. The heart for the tummy is slit in the middle, 1 layer turned, and that layer will go face down on the tummy. The ears, the opening is on the straight edge, turn it under. You can machine sew it closed with the 1/4 inch turned inside, and then a little pin tuck. So fold it in half this way and sew just a very small seam right here to make the ear well. The snout is cut here on 1 layer, and I stuffed it and then hand whip stitch it, and that will go face down on the head. The heart for turning, there's a little, these little bumps are just a seam holding placement bump. They don't have any part to do with the design. They don't show. So you're going to cut a little bit right here, because this is going to fold over and hide that cut, and turn it right side out through that cut. That way you have this lovely heart shape with no trying to turn under an edge. It all looks fantastic. Okay, we're going to complete these pieces by turning them right side out and pressing them and adding a little stuffing, and we'll show you how to put the bear together. Now the face is all assembled and then put on the body. Here we've stuffed our snout, whip stitched the opening closed, and placed it on the head in just 1 stitch down the middle. We'll hold that together. I'll tack these down. The ears were whip stitched to the back, and the nose, we're going to show you how to do the nose here in a little bit. Then the body, I've stuffed the arms and the feet a little bit fuller than the tummy. It just gets to be too much if the whole thing is stuffed tight. What I like to do is stuff them and then put an iron on them, kind of a hot iron, and press it down. Somehow that makes the stuffing go out to the sides. Then I top stitched right across here. You can use your paper pattern to hold up and mark that. Here is where that little bump out on the heart is used. See how it's open right here? I put them together from here to here, under his arm to the V here, like this. So hold it like that, and then sew it straight down. Then when the bear reaches out his arms to hug, you're going to tack this down. That opening on the heart doesn't show. Notice here where I opened it here to turn the body, because when the head, the opening here on the head, opening here, and this is blind stitch down or tacked down, those two openings will not show. Then our heart, here I've closed it, and that will go here. And I don't actually blind stitch the same way. I hold the fabric back a little bit and do a running stitch about 1/4 of an inch inside. And what that does is that keeps this kind of floating. It's not sewn down tight and you don't see the stitches on the side. And I'll do that here with the head. I just just fold it back a little bit, do a running stitch around, and the head then is secure. I'll show you the nose. We'll put another bear and heart, so it has 3 hearts and 3 bears, and this is going to turn out so cute. So I'll show you the nose and the whole thing put together next. Now our bears are starting to take shape. They really do look silly till they get the face on, and then the face really needs the nose and the eyes for a focal point. So to do the nose, we've cut our circle out of plain fabric. You can also use a pom-pom. This one's a little large, but you can just buy pom-poms, and those are cute too. But I've just hand gathered around the outer edge and just stuffed it as tight as I possibly can. Just push that stuffing in there. The more stuffing you have, the more rounded it will look and less gathered. And then once I get that stuffing in there, close the hole the best I can, then what I'm going to do is stitch across the opening to really secure it so that is not going to open up on me. Okay, we're getting there. Just take your time, stuff it in there. That really is the key, is to just stuff it. Okay, now I'm going to stitch across the opening several times. This is also how we make the berries that go on the holly and other patterns that we have. This open part with all the gathers will go face down so it won't show. Just go across and across. Really secure it and pull the gathers in to the back. Okay, now we're going to place the open part down on the face, and what we're going to do is blind stitch it, but we're going to just let this crown around to where it touches the fabric. And it's not really a blind stitch, it's more of a running stitch around the outside, not right on the edge, but inside. Now I've done the same thing here with tacking the little muzzle down, is to tack it down inside, not on the very edge. And so it looks like it's floating. Did the same thing here. See how it's back a little bit and just a running stitch so that it looks floating. Then I'll put buttons for the eyes, finish all the bears, and we'll show you what it looks like finished. Now our Bear Hugs is finished. He turns out so darling. I've tacked his arms down. I've tacked his little muzzle down and buttons for his eyes, and this just turns out so fun. $2 download on our pattern, and I hope you enjoy it.